Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone is having a good week so far. See what I did there? Alright, enough dad jokes. So Roundhill has a ETF actually named Week, WEEK. So this came out September 20th, so last Friday. So I thought it might be a good idea to kind of go over this. And I guess like a good problem statement is that some brokers don't have an automatic money market sweep function. For example, like Tasty Trade right now. Like sometimes when I sell things or maybe if I have a cash secured put, the cash doesn't automatically go into like a money market account, so I have to find like ways to kind of get around that because like for cash balances I still want to make like a small amount of interest. So after the Federal Reserve cut, it'll be like 4.75 ish, I believe, and then like over the course of the year it'll probably be like like around 4%, 3.75, but it's still something. So I thought like Roundhill might have a novel alternative here. And then I also want to, I guess, like dedicate this video to this person, Niveus 430. Thank you for, I guess, indirectly sponsoring this video because this really helps out other viewers and subscribers. So I thought, might be a good way to kind of shout out this person. Again, as a matter of disclosure, I still have my high yield allocation, but I am not loyal to any one ETF issuer. Uh, as much as I like Roundhill, there's no guarantee that they'll stay this awesome, forever. So just keep that in mind. So again, just using Tasty Trade as an example, they don't have an automatic money market sweep like Fidelity, and then like now I have like issues with like, well, what do I do if I have a large sale? I still want to make some interest while I look for other opportunities. So right now, currently, for at least like the Tasty Trade portion of my portfolio, I like to use something called BIL. So this is a spider ETF. So this is like it's basically just T-bills. So don't expect like a lot of like high interest. Is like right now it's like 4 and change, and it'll be lower soon. But the expense ratio, the price is right, so it's 14, a little less than 14 basis points, so or point 1356 of a percent. So and then going back to like the Roundhill ETF, first of all, as always, it's not SEC approved, but they're looking at like 75 days from like that September 20th date. So it looks like December 4th. That might be a good time to see like when I guess like there'll probably be like additional maybe another rate cut or so by then. So the rates on like money markets might be like around 4.5 ish maybe. But anyway, so this will be a weekly payout TBill ETF. So it'll be like a weekly version of Bill. It looks like. But my only concern is here, like we don't know the expense ratio yet, but I'm hoping they'll be competitive. Like so, for example, they'll probably do at least 15 basis points plus like their version of a convenience fee. So even if they make it like let's say like 50 basis points, I'm hoping it'll be lower than that. But because like let's say like the ETF is only paying out like 4%, and you charge like 50 basis points, then that brings it down to like 3.5, which not too thrilled, but at least it's better than nothing. So let's hope for the best that this will be a very competitive expense ratio. So in terms of investment strategy, there's nothing really fancy here. It's not like the zero DTE ETFs. It's just holding like T bills. So it'll be interesting to see how like I'm guessing they'll price stagger it out. They say they want to have like a maturity between 0 and 3 months. So I think that makes sense, especially if they're going to be paying out this weekly. Because like for example, Bill pays out monthly in case you're interested. But it'll definitely be good to have like an alternative. And these are just like the managers. You've probably seen these names before from like other Roundhill ETFs. So I don't want to like go over it like too much, but it's good to know that they have like some people from like Goldman Sachs So it's not like they're lightweights or anything, but I'll let you read that on like your own time. So I know some of you might be a little disappointed. Oh, I thought it's gonna be like a high payout or like another weekly ETF, but think about like the big picture. Because there's still like fixed income ETFs out there. I guess when the Federal Reserve embarks on like the rate cutting cycle, the prices of like fixed income, like basically bonds, will go up. So there might be also opportunity for like other fixed income ETFs that are paid out weekly, especially because like right now there's a lot of like closed end funds that invest in fixed income, but like their expense ratios are pretty high. Some of them like borderline ridiculous, like over 2%. Especially if like the fixed income is only paying out like 7%, minus 2% is like you're back to like 5%. So yeah, I don't see the point in that. But I want to be optimistic here. And then there's also like the what I call like the zero DTE lights, where they have like these are ETFs that have expiration cycles that are more frequent than weekly. So basically like 2 or 3 days per week. So I've mentioned these types of options before. Um, and there was a time where Defiance they have filed like something for like the besides the USOY. So I'm kind of wondering why they haven't brought those out yet. But hey, this might be an opportunity for Roundhill to kind of step in, and this would be like a good way to kind of flesh out like their weekly ETF stable. So I'm really crossing my fingers. I'm hoping there's more SEC filings from Roundhill because I'm pretty hopeful. Even though like the high yield war, it didn't quite turn out like the way I thought, but I'm really glad like Roundhill is really stepping up here. So I really think they're an aggressive, hungry competitor, and they're not coasting on reputation. So they're starting to take away market share from wounded competitors. And I think like they're pretty smart. Like they're very like they're not spamming out like a whole bunch of ETFs. Like they're trying to like go after like niches where like I wouldn't even expect them to like just for example like this ETF like weak, because there's definitely like a market for this. Sorry, just to go back to the bill ETF. So this is like 35 billion. So let's say like even if this week ETF only takes like 1 billion or like maybe half a billion, hey, that I mean that's pretty decent for like a new competitor, especially when you're going against like State Street. So this is just my opinion. Pretty optimistic for these guys. But of course, like you always have to stay on top of your investment and your hedges. You never know what's gonna happen. So I definitely appreciate the super thanks again. And please like and subscribe. I hope people make some good money out there. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye now.